Children see the world as an amazing place. They have the ability to see the extraordinary in the ordinary. Their eyes are lenses of boundless wonder, unburdened by the negativity that often accompanies adulthood. In their innocence, they find beauty in the simplest of forms, a butterfly's delicate dance, a rainbow after a storm, or the embrace of a loved one. To them, each day is a treasure hunt, and every discovery is a triumph. Children embody resilience to see hope in the face of despair, to see possibility where others see limitations. They teach us that even amidst life's challenges, there's always something worth celebrating. Their boundless curiosity fuels a thirst for knowledge and a desire to learn and grow. They see the world as an open book with stories waiting to be uncovered, and they inspire us to never stop seeking answers. Perhaps, most importantly, children remind us of the power of imagination. They turn the ordinary into the extraordinary through the sheer force of their creativity. A cardboard box becomes a spaceship, a stick transforms into a magical wand, and a puddle becomes a portal to another world. In the eyes of a child, every sunrise is a new beginning, every setback is an opportunity, and every person is a potential friend. So let's embrace the perspective of children, for in their eyes, we find not only the reasons why the world is amazing, but also the inspiration to make it even more so.
Is there a particular pastime or task that consistently brings you happiness, and could you share what it is and why it's special to you?
Baking is what brings me a lot of joy, and after becoming a mom, I really wanted to make more homemade meals, so I started looking at family recipes, and I fell in love with baking, which is kind of funny considering that I used to burn everything I baked. Even reheating cookies, I would leave them in the oven too long, and they would be completely burnt. Now that I've started baking for my family rather than just for myself, I clearly pay much more attention to it, so making good food for my family really makes me happy. And I love that I get to bake with my son as well now. He's still so little that it's more of like a messy game, but we have a lot of fun and we'll get there. So baking consistently brings me a lot of happiness, and I hope that everyone who gets to eat all of the baked goods that I make is happy as well.
What makes me happy is making my art, which is graphic design and fused glass. I love sitting at my desk, playing with images on my laptop. My projects helped many companies and brought me lots of happiness. And the perfect balance to computer work is the fine art of fused glass that I'm making. I started with designing the wall art because I wanted to frame my prints and drawings I was making as well in something extraordinary. Continuing with making the centerpieces and fused glass jewelry. The piece I'm wearing now is made of 6 layers of glass and was fired 3 times before it became a glass pendant. I love looking back at the end of the day on what I have created. It makes me feel content and fulfilled. The excitement of opening the kiln after firing for 36 hours is enormous, and sometimes inspires me to continue working in my studio no matter how late it might be. The glass is natural and like alive when it's melted. It has the same structure as the crystals, and often I would finish my glass centerpiece by placing it on the crystal quartz as a stand. Every glass art piece is unique, and when sold, the happiness of making it transfers to the people who own it now.
It's drawing, and drawing really brings me into that meditative state, and I was drawing all my life from a very early age, and that meditative state actually brings also the no space and time feeling that works kind of perfectly in maybe stressful moments or something, brings peace and calmness, and also brings something that is really me and my higher self to these realities. So and I always have my notebook with me when I'm outside, maybe in a coffee shop or in a friend's place, and brings joy to my heart. And that's basically it.
U našoj tradiciji, kroz generacije, majke i bake su iskazivale svoju ljubav prema deci kroz razne aktivnosti, a jedno od njih je i kuvanje. Meni čini srećno da budem sa svojom porodicom, da gledam svoje uspešne kćerke kako odgajaju svoju zdravu i jaku porodicu. Najčuvenije srpsko jelo koje sam ja obično pripremala moje deci i mojim unucima je naše tradicionalno jelo koje se zove gibanica. Moja deca ne mogu da zamisle ni jedno porodično okupljanje bez ovog čuvenog predjela. Dok gledam svoju decu kako sede oko stola, ja sam veoma srećna, zadovoljna. Moje srce je puno ljubavi i nežnosti i poštovanja prema mojoj porodici.
Something that consistently brings me happiness is journaling. I have been journaling for a couple years now using the 5-minute journal, which is a good way to start the day feeling grateful. More recently, I have also started a journal of my own. In this journal, I've been making my own prompts, taping down fortune cookie fortunes, and honestly putting anything in it that resonates with what's happening in my life. And I have promised to also write a letter to myself at the end of each month as a recap of that month. It's been quite a fun little hobby. When I was a child, I was incredibly happy, finding joy in the simplest things. My laughter was a constant sound, showing just how much I enjoyed every moment. I saw the world as an exciting place, full of things to explore and learn about. Every day felt like an adventure, and I was always eager to see what was around the next corner. I was always surrounded by love for my family and friends, which made my childhood really special. Looking back, those days were filled with fun, laughter, and a lot of love. I always looked at the world with optimism, believing in the good in everything and everyone. My childhood was a very happy time, full of wonderful memories that I'll always cherish. Everyone goes through tough times throughout their life. There definitely were a few parts of my life that were difficult and felt gloomy, but over time I learned to think positively and appreciate the little things in life again. Personally, I found that practicing gratitude daily makes you really see how amazing life truly is, and how easy it is to live a happy and fulfilled life. It could be morning journaling, your daily coffee, maybe your daily walk, anything you enjoy doing that you can truly appreciate in that moment. Staying present and focusing on the positive is the best way to live this beautiful life. When I was little, one of my favorite things in the world was getting a strawberry shortcake ice cream bar from the ice cream truck. This ice cream could never be bought in stores, so the only way of getting it was from the ice cream truck. So, the second I heard the sound of an ice cream truck, you better believe I was running out there. Over time, the ice cream truck wouldn't come around as much, and when it did, they unfortunately stopped selling my ice cream. Over the next decade, I had been searching for this ice cream and could never find it. 1 year ago, after a very difficult week, I woke up deciding I was going to have a full day full of positivity and gratitude. I went the whole day feeling good and grateful for all the little things in my life. I went on a 30-minute walk to my favorite sushi spot, and on the way back, there it was. My favorite ice cream on an advertisement outside of a candy store I'd never seen before. It was a new candy store that had just opened close to my home called Lucky's. I ran in quickly to see that they had my ice cream that I've been searching for so long. What could be a better example of how fast life will reward you for appreciating what's around you than this story? I think that staying positive, grateful, and believing you're the luckiest person in the room leads to having great things happen to you because you're grateful for all the amazing things life can offer. Ever since that day, I have made sure to try and appreciate the little things in my life as much as I can and to turn negative thoughts into positive. I mean, it literally says it in the name. It's Lucky's.